A future free from drugs and alcohol begins with a decision to raise your hand and ask for help. The Frontline Recovery Program at Ark Behavioral Health specializes in treating substance use and associated mental health concerns for veterans and first responders. We provide an evidence-based, trauma-informed approach to treatment, led by a team of veterans and clinical professionals with first responder experience. Your recovery begins here. Call us today.
And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Boston, Massachusetts. This is the Frontline Boston Open presented by Ark Behavioral Health. It is the final. Our Commissioner TJ Bamba is just introducing our players to the crowd. In walks Montse Mejia in the blue. About to walk in is Angelica Barrios from Bolivia. Montse Mejia, the 2 seed, the 3-time champion. Not here, but in a row. This would be her 4th tournament win in a row, but she's taking on somebody with a little bit of guile and craft who's really done very well as the 8 seed to get to the final, defeating Maria Jose Vargas in the semis and Paula Longoria, the world #1 in the quarterfinals. Our official for this match is Carla Munoz. Strap yourselves in and let's see who's going to take it. Your opportunity to make your predictions right now before we begin. Coming up after this, of course, is the doubles final. Longoria and Salas taking on Mejia and Mejia. But right now, the focus is on the singles. Significantly more prize money, of course, in the singles final compared to the doubles. And right now, I think 2023, we can safely say, is the year of Montse Mejia. Can she do it yet again? Playing extremely well. You'll see a lot of great movement from her. You'll see very few unforced errors. But against Barrios, you're going to be facing somebody with a lot of court sense, a high court IQ, and some soft touch. TJ Bamba, this is a match we don't often see, Barrios against Mejia, but it's one I've been looking forward to since we saw it happen last night.
Me too. Very similar game styles here. Obviously, a lot of momentum for Montse Mejia. She won the last 3 events. But Angelica Barrios has had a good run. She took out Maria Jose Vargas in the semis and took out #1 Paula Longoria. She also won against Brenda Lime, which is also it's also a tough opponent.
And I think the key for me, if I'm Montse Mejia, is to keep Barrios' feet moving.
I agree. She is very tough when she's set, especially when she gets to that front court, middle court position. Does really well at moving efficiently.
Yeah. Mejia will be very confident in this match, but too much confidence can breed a sense of arrogance, a sense of not counting your opponent seriously. There's a nice soft touch from Barrios on the left side. Barrios tried to go down the right side. Mejia was more than ready for it. Snap of the wrist, side out.
Yeah, I want to say that I saw her going down the right side. We'll see if she can be a little more deceiving going forward here, but I feel like I knew she was going to the right.
That's a nice shot. Barrios couldn't quite get there. That's where I feel like Barrios really has to improve if she wants to keep climbing the rankings. Yes, she's in a final, but those are the points I think make a difference sometimes. We know she's a clean hitter. You saw it there. I'd like to see her just show a little bit more explosiveness to pick a few extra balls up to make her opponent hit one more. 0 serving 3. Wow.
What a great get by Mejia.
Take another look at this whole thing. Love the back to front for Mejia down the line. Barrios with the boast, but Mejia with the quick feet. Mejia, one of the more graceful on court, moves very fluidly. Almost floats on that floor. Parquet floor, I should add. Learned a new word this weekend.
Yeah. That's right.
And again, TJ, it's that, get that ball.
Right. And you, as you mentioned yesterday, that one of those factors may be just fitness.
4 serving 0. 5 serving 0. Not a good start for Barrios. Not surprisingly, taking an early timeout at 5-0. We're doing the same. The Bolivian has work to do. And we're back live, everybody. To Baghurst, TJ Bomba, the commissioner, and Jay Josie at the controls for this final. It's Mejia who leads 5-0. And the unforced error, Mejia went for the pinch winner.
Good timeout used by Barrios.
Second final for Barrios.
So where was her first final?
It was in Kansas City.
Oh.
Took on Longoria.
That was a big final.
Mm-hmm. First final for Mejia, too. The difference being Mejia won it.
That's right.
Against Longoria.
It's a big payout at that event, too. So Mejia back in the box, 6-0 in game 1.
I think that was a watershed moment for Mejia winning that tournament against Longoria. I think that was the first time where she realized, I can really win this. I can be number 1.
You know, I would say she has a lot of confidence. And I would say well before that, probably the beginning of that season, Mejia she had come close to getting Longoria, and she had told me, she said, I know I can beat her. She had that confidence, and she's proven herself, winning the last 3 against some of the top players on tour.
Mejia not able to get there that time. These two played each other in the semifinals 2 weeks ago. Mejia taking out Barrios 15-6, 15-5. Previous meeting was in Greenville, South Carolina in 2021. Very nicely done, Barrios. Mejia also winning that one 15-12, 15-14. Thanks to Todd Boss, Pro Racquetball Stats, for all the information, allowing us to keep up to date with the players' histories and trajectories. That was very high from Barrios. Mejia more than happy to put that ball away. We saw this yesterday, though, against Longoria, didn't we? Barrios looked...
A really slow start.
I think mediocre in that first game, and then woke up in game 2 and, of course, won.
Yeah, I kind of wonder what is it? Is it just nerves, like getting the nerves out? Is it the warm-up time? You know, what... Barrios jumps to maintain center court position, and that's what she does best. Like right there, really controlling pace, really good shot selection and control.
And that's textbook Barrios. As you said, staying in center, controlling the ball, not overswinging, just pushing it into the front wall. 2 serving 8. But when you're hitting like that from Montse Mejia, Barrios has to say, I need a better serve than that. I really like the Z serve on these courts.
Yeah, we've seen quite a few players have success with the Z.
Z and Nick Lobb have been very effective on these all cement 3-wall, glass on the back wall. Perfect splat winner. Seeing some fine technique from Montse Mejia. Really closing in on that #1 ranking. Ten serving 2. Mejia will wish she got that one back. I thought she was there. It just kind of jumped underneath her racket. Barrios, let's see what serve she comes up with. Looks like the Z. It's a good one. And that's a good backhand down the line.
Barrios is a good shooter. She doesn't make a lot of errors.
Wow. Gasps from around us. Crowd watching on. Mejia went left. Was managed to get back right. And again, the hands of Montse Mejia are second to none.
My understanding, I don't know him, but Montse Mejia's brother was a very good pro player for a while.
He was indeed. We're going to take a break. Angelica Barrios is taking her second and final timeout. It's 11-3.
exist. You know, racquetball is an amazing sport. It helps you obviously physically and mentally, but it helps you in life in general. And definitely say that you should all go play.
Play racquetball.
It's 11 serving 3. Second and final timeout taken by the Bolivian Barrios. There's the Angelica Barrios getting down low. Tough, tough shot. Showing she really wants to fight in this final. Tremendous shot.
Yeah, but like you said, we saw this yesterday where she had a slow start, but then started chipping back in and really got into the match. Got some more intensity. That's a tough serve.
Yeah, we also talked about how she tends to play very calm and controlled, but personally, I think she plays better when she is a little more emotional, a little louder. We're going to have a replay.
Yeah. So that was the question. So that it did look like a funny bounce to me, but there is a great like air vent on the very bottom of the back of the wall, the back wall, and sometimes the ball hits there and bounces fine, but it makes a noise. Sometimes it hits and changes direction or bounces funny.
Well, we have 2 line judges. An appeal could have been made, but it wasn't. Have some excellent refereeing on tour. We don't see many appeals, except for maybe that doubles match last night, TJ. They went through the allotment.
Yeah, you saw in that rally. Barrios really, she wants to keep that center court. She's not dropping back, not letting it go back and off the back wall. She stays there in the center. She takes 2 steps left, 2 steps right, and that's the zone where she wants to play this entire match.
Yeah, she plays very tight, and there's Barrios screaming. That's kind of what I want to hear from her. She plays very tight to her opponent. The key against her then is if you can hit your down the lines without hitting sidewalls, then Barrios is in trouble.
Right.
Or wrap around.
I think Barrios thought that was an ace serve, but play kept going, but it ended in her favor. And just like that, she's chipping away, getting back into this match.
5 serving 11. Barrios doesn't have a power serve. She's not a Mejia, Ortiz, Vargas. But she disguises it well. That's loose.
Yeah, Barrios keeping that center spot. I mean,
right.
She's going to win most rallies when she's in that center court.
Well, it's getting interesting, everybody. This time it's the Mexican, the 2-seed Mejia, who takes the timeout. We'll find out. So far, Barrios has taken 2 timeouts, gotten the side out. Can Mejia do it when she comes back in? Oh, no, I don't like that
Yeah,
call.
I don't either. I don't think the ball changed direction at all. Just talking about, like, for example, the grate in the back. It didn't change direction. It does make a noise sometimes.
So we follow pretty much all of the IRF rules, and referees, officials can call a court hinder at any point during the rally. Excellent 3-shot rally, which, by the way, I like, TJ. We've watched some amateurs here and the greats, and there's some unusual bounces in these courts, and it really takes away from the rhythm of the match when a ball just does something unusual. Oh, too bad. There's no court hinders.
Right.
Clean hitting down the line for Mejia. But Barrios is certainly back in this first game all of a sudden. Mejia's found kind of got stuck on 11. Barrios had her hand up before Mejia even got there, but it wasn't 2 bounces. Again, Barrios guiding the ball as opposed to striking the ball down the right side. 7 serving 11. Great to see so many people watching on, even some juniors. I know there's been some autographs given this morning.
Yeah.
Not asking you or me, TJ. Players are the popular ones. Excellent side out from Barrios.
Yeah. I feel like we're seeing the next generation of tour players step up. Really clean shooting from Angelica Barrios.
9-11.
Not many errors from her.
And is able to stand and hit. Mejia has to push Barrios deep.
Yeah, I would agree 100%. Mejia's just got to get Barrios out of that center court where she's doing so well and push her deep to the corners and then hit a soft touch shot out front.
Deep
Make her
to the
move.
corners, and then the pinch opens up.
Well,
Easy set out here, of course, but some free points will certainly help. Barrios saw her face as she walked backwards.
right. So does Mejia serve the same serve? Let's see.
I would.
That's
So
smart. Really smart to step up and cut that ball off.
Great effort from Barrios, but Mejia showing her hands and her aggression up near the front of the court. Those doubles hands, taking the ball early. A lot of players would let that bounce and then have to scramble backwards to retrieve the ball. Another very, very good lob serve down the right side. A loose return from the Bolivian, and Mejia. Clinical finish. 14-9 game point 1. And then a big skip from Barrios, and that's the first game.
Wow.
Well, it looked like it was going to be a blowout, and then Barrios got back to within a couple. Mejia, though, closed it out 15-9. Looks like we have a battle coming up in game 2. And we're back in. Question in the chat box, where's... Finish this rally. Clean winner from Barrios. Where's Alexandra Herrera? Well, her sister was getting married this weekend.
Today.
Today. She was also picking up an award, so understandably, family first. Of course, we miss her, but it changed the draw a little bit, mixed things up.
Oh, good attempt by Mejia. Really nice pass and angle by Angelica Barrios.
And you can see that Barrios is moving better than she was at the beginning of this match. And so if you asked earlier why the slow start, to me it looks like the warm-up.
That's what I don't know. I don't know what she did off court.
Yeah, but whatever she did may not be enough given that she's now moving much better than she did 15 minutes ago.
I mean, sometimes nerves can make you tight as well, so it could be a little bit of that. Once you get moving, nerves may lighten up a little bit.
2 serving 0.
Yeah, Alexandra Herrera not being here, it changed some upsets again in the draw. It just really makes the end of our season really interesting. Every event matters, every match matters. It'll be a fight for number 1 for sure.
Mejia is trying to be a little too casual, a little too rec play, so to speak. Well, I like the idea.
It's her style, though.
It is, but that one was a little too casual. Mejia will ask for a replay. Take another look at this, everybody. We'll get a replay ourselves. Asking for an appeal. Did Barrios impede Mejia? I don't think so. 4-0 for the Bolivian. Excellent start. A little bit careless from both players. Return a serve and the third shot. Mejia back in. That looked like a clean winner. Mejia thought it skipped.
So not many appeals in this match so far, if we had any.
Again, that's one of the things I love about the tour. Players play clean. Refs do a very good job. And there isn't the drama that there could be.
Yeah, I mean, doubles can be more difficult just because it's harder for the ref to see everything. So I do think you get more appeals.
Hold on. You can see Mejia wants the appeal. She literally stopped play during that rally. And Barrios is going to replay it. That's nice. No appeal, right? This is what I was just talking about. Barrios is like, yeah, we all know it was a side bounce. No appeals.
Right.
No one trying to cheat the system.
Fair play.
Yeah.
No, that was a good serve.
It was.
Right down the line. It's not hard and not fast, but very accurate.
Barrios has warmed up now. Mejia with work to do in this second game. Barrios doesn't hit her serve particularly hard, but what she does do is she hits it accurately. Goes into the right places. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Taking the pace, controlling it, punching it into the front left side. Timeout on the court taken by Mejia. What in the world's going on?
Yeah.
It's 6-0 now in favor of Barrios.
A future free from drugs and alcohol begins with a decision to raise your hand and ask for help. The The Frontline Recovery Program at ARK Behavioral Health specializes in treating substance use and associated mental health concerns for veterans and first responders. We provide an evidence-based, trauma-informed approach to treatment, led by a team of veterans and clinical professionals with first responder experience. Your recovery begins here. Call us today.
Six serving 0, Barrios leads.
Yeah, big shout out to ARK Behavioral Health, as you saw in the commercial for being a presenting sponsor here and supporting the LPRT for the Boston Open this year. This is our 6th year in Boston.
Well, I mentioned the importance of Mejia going down the line without sidewall, and you saw the consequences. Mejia just caught the sidewall, came back in, Barrios straight down the line for another point. I don't like that call.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, one more step and she would have had a good shot. Monte Mejia did not hit a good return on that when she hit a Z. I kind of wish Mejia would have cut that one off.
She does too after skipping it. And
yeah, yes.
Starting to show some frustration.
I was just going to say the same thing. Usually she's a very confident player,
yeah.
But Barrios is giving Mejia a run for her money right now.
Yeah, 8-0. Just playing fine racquetball right now, the Bolivian. Mejia just can't put a ball away. Ooh. But gives one away, does Barrios, to her opponent.
You know, Barrios doesn't miss many, so when she does, it's kind of surprising. She's been playing very accurately. It's not a good serve.
Deservedly punished. We've been talking this weekend, TJ, particularly about the next gen of players and how many players are under 25 pushing. Mejia is only 23, just turned 23. Barrios is about 3 months younger.
Yeah.
These two will be around for a
yeah.
long time to come.
A lot of, yes.
Here they are in the final. Changing of the guard, perhaps. And this time we'll get the replay in favor of Barrios for the court hinder on the grate. At least there's consistency.
Yes.
Right? One has gone to each player. 8 serving 0. Yeah, you saw the hands from Mejia. Well, why can't I do that every time? The key there, no sidewall. So Mejia needs to find something. We talked about this in the 21 and under. Get off 0. Once you're off 0, then build. There's a lot of pressure there just to get momentum going.
Yeah, she's missed a couple serves just like that last time she was in the service box. You can't hit the sidewall like that with a Barrios.
There it is. There's
Yeah.
the first one.
Another unforced error from Barrios. Again, doesn't miss many.
No court hinder on that one. Just hit the back wall and went straight. 2 serving 8.
We saw that a lot yesterday out of that back right corner for some reason.
Mejia intentionally staying down this right side. Most people would argue that Barrios is better on her backhand than forehand. Not so sure that's true. For once, no commentator's curse. She didn't skip it on the forehand side. She put it straight down the line, side out. It's been a fun weekend here at the Wayside Athletic Club. We're about 45 minutes west of Boston, give or take traffic. 6th time we've been here in Boston.
Yeah, we've moved around a little bit. We started at the Boston Athletic Club, which is the home of Cliff Swain, his club where he trained and worked out many years while he was playing the tour, the men's tour. So we were 1 year there, and then 2 years in Peabody. And then Wayside opened their doors and really welcomed us in here to the Wayside. A lot of local support.
There is 3 indoor tennis courts as well, so some of the tennisistas, so to speak, have been watching on as well.
Tough serve.
Excellent
Yeah,
serve.
back to that Z serve. They said a lot of players having success.
But then they go away from it. If something's working, stick with it until it's not. Ooh. And the difference there, TJ, is that Barrios did not allow that ball to come to the back wall. She cut it off early. Got it. And force the unforced error from Angelica Barrios. Tremendous effort from Mejia to keep these balls alive. Most people aren't getting these. Really pressuring the Bolivian to hit one more better shot, and eventually the Bolivian folded.
Tough serve.
4 serving 9. Mejia starting to get back into this. It was 8-0. Barrios needs to slow things down again.
I don't see a change of direction. It hit the light, which is noisy, but I didn't see any change of direction to that ball.
No, I don't. And Mejia said something to Barrios about that, and I think it was, can we both agree that we stop when that happens?
No, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
That's smart. We'll see a timeout from Barrios. No. Yes.
Good call.
All right, timeout on the court. It's 5 serving 9. Mejia starting to climb back into this second game.
I'm Carla Munoz and I play with passion.
I play to be a role model for the kids.
I play for the adrenaline.
I play for the love of the game.
In we go. Barrios took the timeout. It's 5 serving 9. Six serving 9. I mentioned most people would say Barrios better backhand than forehand. I think the difference, backhand, she has a better touch up front, control up front. That looked like it's good.
Oh, see, no, I thought it was good.
Okay. Well, maybe we can take another look. Line judges overturn it.
Interesting.
Another point for Mejia. But I like it for Mejia. She just turns around. No, I'm appealing that. No histrionics. Tough. By the way, next week, Beach Bash in Florida. About a dozen of these players will be there.
Yeah, a good turnout from the LPRT. It's a short serve.
JTRB will be there streaming. He's in high school nationals at the moment.
Ooh, good attempt by Barrios. Gosh, she's awfully close to hitting her head on that side wall.
Yeah, giving everything, but you heard the scream. Let's go play was the translation I heard.
Yes.
Or interpreted. Mejia back in this second game, 7-9. What a get from Barrios. And forcing the error. Tremendous effort to keep that ball alive, this time from the Bolivian. And this time it was the Mexican who felt the pressure. Really has turned into an entertaining final here in Boston. Coming up after this, of course, Mejia, a new partnership, find themselves in the final against an old partnership, Longoria Salas. Barrios went for the, Mejia went for the reverse pinch. Put it into the floor, and that's a free point for Angelica Barrios. Excellent Z-serve again.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
It's not the best rally, really, from either player. For sure, Mejia was going down that right line on that one.
Tough. Pretty forehand pinch winner. Feet set. 8 serving 10. I don't like it.
Oh, I don't either. Oh, very generous from the referee giving a replay. I felt like that was wide open.
It was. Had this discussion in the 21s. I'd like to see more players swinging. I appreciate they're not trying to hit their opponent, but sometimes I get the feeling they're trying to get something else and
Yeah, yes.
just win the point.
Yeah, I also wonder, though, with the change of the IRF rules that you have to stop play for an avoidable hinder, are these players used to doing that now? Are they conditioned to stop in the middle of a rally and just
I don't
look
think
at
so.
the ref?
I
Isn't
don't think
that the
so.
rule for
It
IRF?
is the rule, but most of these players have only played one, maybe two tops tournaments in that environment. And if they stop, they're stopping because they're going to appeal the decision.
But isn't that watch this rally. Isn't that the rule? Like that if you think you're impeded or your shot is impeded, you think it's a hinder, avoidable hinder, you have to stop play.
Correct.
Like, are they starting to do that now because of that, the IRF rule?
No, I don't think so. I think this is something that we've seen on tour for years. Screen serve.
I would say I'm not a fan of that rule. Maybe that's...
Well, I understand why it's in place. You hit a 30-shot rally, and then somebody turns around and appeals, and it says, I want to appeal that shot. Which one? That one that we hit earlier, you know?
Well, if it's something that needs appeal, hopefully the line judges would have seen an error, right? I just don't like stopping play like that. But anyway, back to this match.
Excellent inside-out forehand. Take a look how Mejia does this. Standing facing the front wall and then angling the ball to the left side with the backhand. Difficult shot to do. 10 serving 10. Barrios needs another timeout. Mejia with the lead, 11-10.
Well, she took one early, and I'm wondering if she's waiting.
I wouldn't. She was up 8-0.
Yeah.
And now it's 11-10.
Right.
The volume is all from Monse Mejia. Here comes the timeout. Barrios is 5 points away from a tiebreaker, but now Mejia has found her way back into the second game. She's 3 points away from another title. Well done, Barrios. Gets the side out from the timeout.
Yeah,
10 serving
I
12.
thought that was a tough serve by Mejia.
It was.
A good return by Barrios.
Yeah, she really had to earn that point. Soft touch from the middle of the court. Angelica Barrios. Vamos, she says to herself. Definitely will be some tension on the court.
No, so far, I think a very fair match.
Oh, yeah.
No problems
We've
for
had
the ref.
one appeal. I think we've had maybe one appeal. Good shot.
that
Mejia,
skip?
think it's skipped.
See, I wondered too. I couldn't see it, but it didn't sound good.
I saw it good.
I don't think Mejia has anybody here in her corner.
No, usually Alexandra Herrera, her doubles partner's there. Excellent pickup from Barrios. Oh, I think that hit. We'll have a. Let's take another look. We will have an appeal.
So one disagreed. I thought my only thing is one line judge agreed, one disagreed. My only thing was it popped up a little bit, and that was the only reason I think she might have thought that was a skip.
Well, that's why we have a 50-50 split on the line judges. So hard to tell out here whether that ball was a millimeter on the wall or a millimeter off the wall. TJ, we're here. Should thank a lot of sponsors for making this event possible, and also for tour sponsors to allow us to be here to even have a tour.
Absolutely. Big shout out. This is the Frontline Boston Open presented by Ark Behavioral Health. Big supporter here of this event. And then our local sponsors, City of Boston Credit Union, Alltown Fresh, who has been providing absolutely wonderful food all weekend. Such fresh, good, healthy food, which is really nice. Functional Fitness Personal Training LLC, the Wayside of Athletic Club, of course, Solomon Racket and Sports, Stuart Solomon, who's the reason we've been here for 6 years now. Tony Prater of String Theory. Tony and Stuart also sponsored the 21 and under division this weekend. CliffSwain.com. Cliff coaching a couple of the players on tour right now. Big shout out. And some of the other sponsors as well, the local sponsors who've helped out a lot. You can see them on the sidewall. Quick shout out to our tour sponsors, Penn, the official ball of the LPRT, ProKenix, Angelica Barrios playing with ProKenix, Gearbox, Mejia, Gearbox player, KWM Gutterman, Mike Courier of Performance Chemicals, Frank Hotel, Sudsy Monchik, and Team Dovetail. Ugh, tough serve.
It was, but again, what is the serve? It's the Z serve. Barrios has found it, and it's working. It's causing Mejia problems, and it's bringing up game point for Angelica Barrios. She woke up at the end of that first game. She had a big lead in game two. Mejia clawed it back, but now the Bolivian, can she take it to a tiebreaker?
Oh my goodness.
We're going to get a side out.
I think that's the right call.
Yeah, but I would appeal it.
I would have it.
I would totally appeal that. Why? You have nothing to lose at the moment.
You don't, but I think that was, to me, it was a pretty obvious avoidable hit. It's not a good serve.
And then Barrios skips the not a good serve.
That was a gift for Mejia.
Might be thinking about that last shot that she should have put away for the game. I like this from Barrios, just slowing it down, regrouping. Barrios, are you kidding? That's one that she almost always puts away. Maybe she heard Mejia chasing up behind her. Who knows? But it was in the floor. 2 unforced errors in a row. Brings up match point for Montse Mejia. Mejia, reverse pinch winner. Just like that, claims the match. What a comeback from Mejia. She was down. Barrios seemed to have all the momentum, but I mentioned the shot-making ability of Mejia, the willingness to be aggressive. You saw it in that last rally. Forehand, reverse pinch winner, rollout. So your champion again is Montse Mejia, climbing the rankings, looking to take over the #1 crown. I talked to TJ Bamba before this match. She said, if Mejia keeps doing what Mejia's doing, good chance we'll see a new #1 by the end of this season, which is our summertime. Well, Mejia's our champ. We don't know who yet will be winning the doubles. That depends on Mejia versus Longoria and Salas. On behalf of myself, Tim Baggers, TJ Bamba, the commissioner, Jay Josie at the controls, thanks so much for watching. We'll be back for the doubles.
A future free from drugs and alcohol begins with a decision to raise your hand and ask for help. The Frontline Recovery Program at Ark Behavioral Health specializes in treating substance use and associated mental health concerns for veterans and first responders. We provide an evidence-based, trauma-informed approach to treatment, led by a team of veterans and clinical professionals with first responder experience. Your recovery begins here. Call us today.